Your hair looks amazing.
Oh, thank you.
Hello. Yes, Margaret's hair looks amazing.
It does.
That's how we're starting this.
I want to point out that I was not the one that started the weirdness this time.
Yeah,
I was silent.
it was me. I've been awake for 3 minutes, you know.
You're
I've been awake for 20.
I just finished vacuuming, so
I like
wanted to
how
get that done.
Brittany's text in the chat was, assuming everyone's going to be asleep in these, but here's the link anyway.
I was going.
sure.
I was like, I doubt anyone needs this link, but I'll throw it in here anyway.
I was planning on being there, and then I woke up at 9 a.m.
Fair.
Fair.
Yeah.
You missed a time. I've already DNF'd a book this morning. Like we've been through it.
What did we DNF?
The Husband's Secret by Leanne Moriarty. The fat phobia in the book was just a bit much.
Yeah. Yeah, that one's bad.
Yeah.
Most of her books are bad.
So yeah, this is my second one, and that's probably where that will end.
If you need a new secret book, then you should just start Voices in the Snow, and then you could read the second one.
Yeah, no. I'm not reading 2 books for Buzzword this month. That's not happening. That's not happening.
Yeah, I'm just casually doing Buzzword, and like as long as I hit all 12 prompts in the year, then we're good.
Yeah, I don't know what
all of them in 3 months.
Huh?
I said, and you've hit all of them in 3 months, or just?
I usually don't pay attention until like September.
Fair.
To be fair, though, that is how Kayla does her own readathon.
Yeah.
So
I mean, as long as you hit them at some point, it's fine.
Exactly. Good morning. Not happy daylight savings time is over. Wait,
Forever.
is it?
No.
No, it didn't pass the Senate.
No.
Oh, it didn't? Okay, never mind.
I don't think so. It got stalled. Are you in the Southern Hemisphere?
I think because
Bye, Cal.
because they lost an hour. Like that's what they mean.
Because technically that means like
Sad that we lost an hour in the daylight
Northern
savings.
Hemisphere. It now is daylight savings time.
Not for 2 weeks.
In the UK, yeah.
And yeah, Australia doesn't switch for 2 weeks either. It's very confusing.
I mean, they are separate countries. So.
Can't we just all do it at one time and make it easy?
Yeah.
Good morning. Listen, time zones are hard enough on a normal day.
Literally trying to tell Demi when sprint started this morning while I was dealing with us changing time and them not. And I was like, I don't know.
It's just been nice that this year, though, it's before Realmathon starts. Welcome back. No.
Oh, okay. So it would take effect in November of 2023 if it does pass.
Oh, nice.
But I think they tried to do it last year and it didn't work.
Yeah.
Something. I don't know.
Yeah, last year this was supposed to be the last time change.
Right. I don't know.
Which I'm like, I don't like this one. This is the one where it's harder for me to get up. Like, it's just harder for me to get up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it is. And I don't like that it's now darker in the morning, which means that I'm going to have to Cal's camera is not working. Cal, you should restart your computer.
Yes. We are not in
that usually happens. That usually works.
Unless you have my computer, because it no longer has a camera. As far as it's aware.
At all?
So it has a webcam. It doesn't register that it exists. Now that I've started using this guy. I can't show you. I was about to pull off the camera to show you the camera. Now that I have the little Nexigo that I use, it will not, but it's more reliable. I don't have to sit there and go, oh, I have to restart my computer 4 times to make sure my camera's working.
Interesting. I've never had that problem, but I use Mac, so.
Yeah. I've never had this problem either until I got this fancy new computer.
Huh.
So I'm assuming there's a driver or something that's not properly installed. And
possibly.
Like, because I knew I was getting this because I wanted a little bit better quality.
Hello, Rye, at the Science Museum with the kiddos and Sam. They're crawling They're in a crawling thing, so hanging with Becca. Nice.
Nice. Oh, Brianna's sprints are live.
No way.
That's so nice.
I think YouTube is a little bit drunk recently. I got a notification that was like recommended video, and it was my
That was
video.
you?
And I was like,
I've
thank
had
you.
that happen before too.
Appreciate that.
It's like, really? I might like this.
This is brand new information. Never seen this video before.
Oh,
Didn't spend 20 hours editing it.
apparently this is just a common problem with gaming laptops.
Interesting.
You would think if I spend $1,200 for a computer.
Yeah. Hello again, reading a cozy mystery. Nice. Hello. Good morning, Julie. There's a link in the group chat if you would like to join us.
If you feel like talking to people this
If you feel like talking, I mean, totally up to you. You don't have to. If you just want to hang out in the chat. Good morning. Listen, even though I knew the end, trying to speed crochet a baby blanket for a shower next weekend.
Nice.
Best of luck to you. Reading How to Sell a Haunted House, but possibly napping also. I am gonna also nap today. I'm probably gonna skip Margaret's sprints so I can nap.
Yeah.
I mean, naps are productive. You could do the naps during the sprints.
But then I have to wake up every 45 minutes.
And just mute us.
You're like, nope, that's not how I'm doing it.
I thought the kids would sleep in more, but nope, around 6:30. So it felt like 5:30. Oh my goodness.
Oh.
Good
Children.
morning. Hello. Good morning. Catching up on laundry and looking for my next book to read. Do you have options? Do you want our help? We can assist. We can't pick our own books, but we can pick books for people.
Isn't that funny how that is? Because if you asked me like this morning, I DNF'd a book and I was like, what do I read?
What do I
Like,
do
I
now?
don't know what to do with myself.
That was me last night. Because I was like, okay, I don't have to finish all of Arusha this weekend. I want to read something that I want to read. And then I was like, so what do I want?
What is life?
I don't want to read anything.
Nothing sounds good.
So I sat and crocheted in silence.
Good morning. Need a distraction from a hurt cat.
Oh,
Oh, sorry. Reading Wheel of Time.
Ooh.
You know, with as many sprints as we have today, you could get a big chunk of that done.
Yeah. I need to start at Eye of the World because I want to read it this month, and it's going to be a vlog. But I also want to. Oh yeah, thank you. This is from the musical. It's part of the official musical merch.
Oh, nice.
I don't remember what I got distracted by someone liking my.
You're
my
doing a video on Eye of the World?
Oh yeah, I want to do a video reading Eye of the World, but I also I'm not planning on trying. I'm gonna read 50 pages at a time. If I can just read 50 pages a day, we'll be good.
That's
or
fair.
even 10 pages a day because that is a dense book.
That's probably how I'm going to go about The Wise Man's Fear because that thing's huge.
Yeah, that one reads really easily.
I'm excited to read it because I love The Name of the Wind.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm excited to pick it up. It's just so large.
Cal is back.
Caliente!
I'm in a bad mood now.
What happened?
Sorry.
I had to use my other computer, and then Twitter wouldn't open, and I still haven't had time to pee or brush my hair. Again, I've been awake since 9:55.
I have no idea when I'm leaving the house today. My day is chaos. Perfectly fine.
We understand this. I'm going to have to get this yarn at some point today. I don't know when.
That's what I did yesterday. Good
don't-
morning. Working on finishing laundry while finishing The Fisherman.
I'll invite you to the Obioma. I love that book.
I have had less yellow yarn than I thought I did.
Fair.
Oh,
Happy
no.
Sunday. Probably going with it, whatever is closest to be returned to Libby. That's the smart way to do it.
That's always the way.
Oh,
we should
here,
do it.
Margaret. I'll let you talk about this.
Hi. I have 4 copies of this book right now.
I think Margaret's a fan of this.
Look at this. Look at this book.
Oh my gosh, that's so
no.
It's the mighty need more than that copy.
I don't.
This copy was just shown off on my sprint. Demi was reading this exact copy of this book.
I did not
Illumicrate?
originally.
It's
Look at
so
these
beautiful. Yeah.
and it's got the end papers.
Is it a Lumicrate?
It's a Lumicrate. I don't have an I do not have an Illumicrate subscription, so I wasn't able to get this when it first came out, but someone was selling it for $60 on Pango, which I feel is if you're gonna mark up one of these, that seems like a reasonable amount to mark it up, because they're like $40 already. I'm like, okay, you're making a little bit of money off of, because you bought the box.
A little bit.
Yeah.
You're making a little bit of money.
That's quite the profit.
Mm-hmm.
Not once you add in shipping.
Yeah.
Do you-
The shipping wasn't terrible.
On Pango, do you have to pay for your own shipping?
It depends on how you set it up, but I meant like when you get the Illumicrate box, you pay for shipping.
Yeah.
No.
From
They
the
do
UK.
have Illumicrate in the US now too, but
do they?
like the special editions are still UK only, which is annoying. Like if you're ordering that separately. But I have the original edition, I have the Our Crate special edition, and I have the Barnes & Noble special edition of this movie.
Wow. The Little Mermaid live action is getting a trailer tonight during the Oscars. Nice.
Oh, nice.
Are the Oscars tonight?
Yeah. I did break my book in the car for the 10-minute drive. Nice. That's what the Kindle app is for usually. When I'm like, oh, I'm in a line at a grocery store, I'm just gonna pull my Kindle book.
Oh, I have my audiobook on anytime I am in a store. I will pause it when I get up to the cashier. Because
I do too, just because I don't want to deal with people.
Yeah. Like I have been
So
that
would
person.
Would you recommend it? Just a
I
little.
don't know. I really don't know. I'm really torn on this book that I gave 5 stars. I'm not sure.
I spent a lot of money on different editions.
So I think it's going to depend heavily on whether or not you like YA. It is not terribly YA, but there is still some like YA drama and stuff. I liked specifically what she was addressing, because a lot of what is being addressed in this is feeling ostracized by your community because her family is. And in like the insecurity that comes with that, and the work that she's putting in to prove that she's worthy, even though like she's been like this is what she's trained for. It also has a really cute little slow burn romance that nothing happens with just yet, but it's going to. There's a lot of like really tense fighting.
Margaret's gonna murder the book if it doesn't happen in the next one. Might find the author.
Okay.
And like,
you know when you have like there's no knives involved, but it's like that scene where you got two people who are clearly into each other and they're sparring, and it's like this is
You Bucky and Steve on the causeway in Washington? Yeah, I've seen that. I've seen that.
So if you like Gilmore Girls, if you like Supernatural, Buffy, if you like Vampire Diaries, it's kind of got that kind of world and setting, and it's not a lot of heavy world building, but it's like
I don't know how comfortable that we compared Gilmore Girls and Vampire Diaries to Buffy. Like I feel
no. So it's
one of those is so much better than the rest.
It's a marriage of these kind of supernatural shows with Gilmore Girls, like the kind of small town politics and ridiculousness.
Gilmore Girls. I might be the only person on the planet. I literally all I want to do is see Rory get hit by a bus. Like I'm just like, just die.
Understandable.
It's terrible.
I'm ambivalent about Gilmore Girls.
Yeah, at $60, they probably didn't make anything.
Yeah.
Because they may have had to pay for shipping depending on how they have it set up, and then also Pango takes 20%.
Yeah.
True.
So.
Hello, Rainy. Reading How to Sell a Haunted House this morning.
Everyone is reading that today. Literally, like 4 people are reading it in my friends.
Is there like a group thing?
I don't know, but like so many people are reading this.
Well, what are we reading today? We didn't start there. I was like, I just jumped right into the comments.
That's fair.
Rainy, I have an author friend that has a book with the main character named Rainy, and people are giving her a hard time for it. And I am going to let her know that someone named Rainy came in on our sprints, and that is she can pull that out anytime there is a hard time.
I'm going to continue working on this, but I also need to film this morning, so we might be doing that.
I do need to film at some point today. Oh, go ahead. Sorry, Cal.
Oh, no, just Buffy again, because I'm still confused about it from last night. But then I slept on it, and it does make more sense now that I'm not tired.
Is this like the season 8 comics, or is this like a novelization of the show?
This is this is like the reboot that they did in 2019.
Oh.
Yeah. And like,
is it any good?
I liked the first 2, but now this one's just kind of like,
okay.
I feel like because they also did Angel comics, stuff happened in an Angel comic, and I'm really confused about where the fuck Buffy, Angel, and Spike are in this one. And we're
Yeah.
just
How are they
following
treating our
other
boy?
characters.
How are they treating our boy?
Spike?
Yes, how are they treating
He's fine so far. Drusilla is markedly more evil in this one. So he's just kind of like her minion a little bit, which I think is fitting.
I mean, she didn't have a lot of agency in the original show.
Exactly, yeah. So they've given her more of like an actual evil death plot, where she's like, "Oh, I actually want to cause an apocalypse." And Xander has become a vampire, which is interesting.
Awkward.
Yeah, it is awkward, but yeah.
What are you guys reading?
This is my physical read currently. I'm putting our shut down for now just because. Wait.
I was just about to go, well, what is that?
There you go.
Nice.
There's our boy.
Oh, nice.
Sexy man.
I know.
Anyway,
It's funny. I love James Marsters as a person, like as an actor. Really don't care about him, but Spike is sexy.
It's like a specific Spike thing, yeah.
Yeah. So this is my physical read. I think I'm going to sit and read this for a little bit this morning.
what is that?
It's sorry, you can't read that. January 15th. It's one of my arcs that I have been trying to get through. And it is a Tor.comathon title. It's exploring universal basic income, and I would just like to point out how stupid the author is.
Oh, really? Is it?
If I can make any true predictions, I suppose they are these. Money can make life easier, but it can't solve everything. Number 2, adding money to a system with underlying problems won't fix those problems on its own, which is true. But she's just sitting there going, yeah, adding money isn't going to fix. Like, some of these problems are money, ma'am.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them are money.
Yeah.
So, anyways, I'm gonna see what, because like she's like, I'm intrigued by this idea and seeing how it works in different states, and I wanted to explore that in a novel. And I was like, okay, that's valid. We'll see how we're. Anyways, if she goes any weird right-wing places, I'll let you know. And then this is my audiobook, which I will probably be reading a lot of this morning because I do need to do my meal prep today.
Nice.
So,
This Poison Heart.
Ooh, how are you liking it?
It's so good, and I don't know if it's just so good because I hated the book so much that I was reading before it that this is just so fantastic, or like I think it's just like this is great. It's magical. I'm loving it.
Yeah.
Good times.
Nice.
Question: are any of these fulfilling prompts for eras?
Yes.
Maybe.
Sure.
Probably once I sit down and figure it out.
Oh, yes. See, because I didn't want to read a YA fantasy or a YA fairy tale retelling, so I do a whole explanation in my vlog. That's why I'm just going to count this as a fairy tale retelling.
Is that one of the prompts?
I will allow it.
Because it's a retelling of Buffy, and a fairy tale is technically a children's story with fantastical creatures. I'm like, Buffy's for young adults, and vampires aren't real to my knowledge. So
Just tell them the DM allows it.
Exactly. Well, I was like, if I'm wrong, Margaret can fire me, and that's how I ended my clip.
Would you like me to send a clip of me saying I'll allow it?
Yeah. 1 second. Margaret, are we going to allow this as a fairy tale retelling?
The DM will allow it.
Okay, perfect. There we go. We're good.
Listen, rules are meant to be bent sometimes if you can make a really good case for them.
I did my research.
There you go.
Also, it has Spike.
Right.
Would you say there's a better fairy tale prince? I don't think so.
I feel like
there's like 159 prompts, so I'm sure that this fits some of them.
Yeah.
But I'm casually participating in this readathon and mostly just reading stuff for content.
As long as you enter them at the end of the month, so that there were entire albums that no one read books for last month. So I'm like, I guess I get to choose.
That works.
Fair.
Also, people have no taste because they read more red books than that State of Grace.
Yeah.
Wait. Oh, the song Red.
Yeah.
State of Grace. I was like, Margaret, you silly duck. State of Grace is on Red. But I get what you mean.
Not one to talk about having multiple copies of books. I have 3 sets of 6 of Crow's duology. I've got the paperbacks, the hardcovers with the sprayed edges, and the collector's edition.
Yeah, Sarah has that. Sarah from Sarah the Dreamer. But she did write her master's on them. So I feel like she's allowed to have
I want to read that.
It's in French, so you can try.
Fair. I have
Maybe I'll have Sarah read it to me.
There you go. Yeah.
I
Or
have
just
3
ask her
copies
about
of Addie LaRue. I used to have 4, but I gave one of them away. And then I have 3 copies of The Night Circus.
I have 3 copies of the Cruel Prince series.
And I have 3 copies of Evelyn Hugo. To be fair, though, one of each of those copies is in Portuguese.
Yeah. Would you like to guess which book I have the most copies of? Any guesses?
Percy Jackson.
Yes. I think I have. Oh, I might have the same number of copies of the Luminary as I do of the Lightning Thief.
What book has Rainy's name?
It is not a book that is currently published. It is someone who is working on a book, but
Emma's middle name is Rain.
yeah,
That's her. Yeah.
There you go. It's a book. It is a book club for a few creators. Okay, but it's also just a new release. That's fair. And I think it got a lot of buzz in last month's wrap-ups.
What did?
Yeah.
How to Sell a Haunted House.
Oh, yeah.
Money would fix all of my problems. Yeah, me too.
Literally.
Same.
Okay, never mind. I have health problems, but like, I wouldn't have to worry about those as much.
Yeah, but if you had the money,
If I had the money, I mean, like the health problems are.
We lost Margaret.
Mm-hmm.
Because I totally go without health.
Your internet is cutting out, Margaret.
Oh, sorry. I just said I would totally go without healthcare if I could, but I can't.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
All right. On that note, we're at the end of the comments, so we're going to sprint. We're going to do a 30-minute sprint to start, and then we will do 45-minute sprints.
Thank God, I need to get dressed.
You know, I need coffee.
I'm going for coffee.
All right. I'll see you all in 30.
Hello.
Hello, welcome back.
Welcome back.
How did we do?
I made lunch and coffee and got to 47%. So
Nice.
that's some progress.
I read 10 pages and made more tea.
I got dressed. I finished.
Important.
Yeah.
You're like, I am human now.
Yeah, I don't feel nearly as disgusting as I did. But yeah, no, this is finished. So
Nice.
one more prompt done. I was like banking on it also having a revenge plot because I was like, it's Buffy. There's always a revenge plot. No.
Dang it.
What the fuck?
Maybe the next volume will.
That's why that's literally why I picked it up. I was like, these villains are always getting revenge for something. So, but yeah, that's the goal.
That is fun.
I made coffee. I read 15 pages and I filmed a vlog clip.
Yay.
Because I realized I hadn't filmed a certain clip for the vlog that he did it today. So we just pretended.
Pretty
You
important.
know what? You wear that shirt so often, and no one will know.
It's true.
Who's going to tell them? They'll never know.
They'll never know. Only the 24 people that are here.
Right now, yeah.
How many times have we filmed and passed and just put it in?
Quite literally every single vlog.
It happens all the time.
My Rainbow
No
Project
one
vlog
heard
is
anything.
most of the time that way.
Listen, sometimes you have to go in and fill in some stuff. Like, I'm going to have to go into the vlog that I just finished yesterday and be like, hey, I forgot to rank these books. Because part of the whole thing is I rank the 3 books that I am reading, which one was my favorite.
Yeah.
Which Cost of Knowing one, obviously.
Obviously,
yeah. Also, Schmidt is the only dog that's a morning dog. He does not care about time change.
Give him a little bit of time to mellow.
Doyle here is like
I don't know.
asleep, and Schmidt is like jumping on him.
Doyle's like, the fuck, dude.
We got a Neva. Hello. Read 6 chapters and had dinner. It's afternoon here.
Nice.
Nice.
I have not eaten yet.
Me neither. Started The Fastest Way to Fall by Denise Williams. Got 36 pages read and switched over laundry. Nice. I need to read that this month too. That's my Patreon pick. Filmed a vlog clip as well, but that's it. Definitely did not read this spread. Listen, it's still early.
yeah.
Read 4 chapters and crocheted 5 rows.
Nice.
Hello, Caitlin.
Hi, Caitlin.
Also waiting for my dang grocery order that keeps getting pushed back. That's annoying.
Oh, that's so frustrating.
Got to 77% in Bayou Moon. This book is too long. Oh, that's
too bad.
Is that a standalone or is it part of a series, Julie?
I think she said it was like a paranormal romance series.
Gotcha. Thinking about making breakfast and listen to As the Wheel Weaves. Sorry, words are hard.
Literally so many times this morning during sprints, I was like, I've lost the ability to read the comments. Like, it's I need at least 3 more coffees before we can get through these.
Right.
It is in fact actually an hour earlier for us. So like, it's okay that our brains aren't working yet.
Yeah, but also I am normally up during the week on like at this time. I'm at work by now. Have been for 45 minutes.
Yeah, he's so big.
Huh?
Schmidt, he just walked past. I'm like, he's so big.
He had a growth spurt in the last week.
Oh wow.
Because I looked at him the other day and I was like, you got tall, my dude. Reading Savage Lover. Nice. Sorry, just The Wheel Weaves. It's a Wheel of Time podcast. Okay.
Oh, okay, nice.
Nice. Second book in the series. Okay. Read 2 chapters, played a word search game with my 7-year-old, and made waffles. You had a productive sprint.
Damn.
Congratulations. We did not.
Hey, I read a book. I finished.
This is true. Like, I read an entire half of a book.
Yeah. Was it a comic? Yes, but it counts.
Goodreads still counts it.
And Goodreads is my god,
Listen,
If it's on Goodreads, it is a book.
Exactly.
we do not subscribe to the ridiculousness that is graphic novels don't count as books.
Absolutely
Not here.
not.
Agreed.
No room for that here. No room for audiobooks don't count as books.
Oh, I just meant that it's shorter, so it's easier to finish it. And like obviously it's hard. It actually takes more brain power to read them because you're doing images and words. However, it does take less time because they are only 124 pages.
Right.
It depends on the comic, honestly.
True,
Some if it's a really text-heavy comic, it can take as long. It doesn't take as long as to read a book, but it will take you longer.
Watchmen takes a while to read because they have like big.
Well, I need my mouse.
No, mommy, you need me.
Yeah.
I can be morning dog too. I love
Letters
how, look at how big Schmidt has gotten, and then Doyle walks by.
the monster. Letters of Van Gogh sounds good. What's it about? Oh, I missed a comment. I was like, what is this about? Reading Letters of Van Gogh. There we go. Kyle's like, don't let me in with y'all being
yes, I feel like I am somebody that is like hyper productive, where I struggle to not like fill my time with like stuff.
Same.
So yeah, no, I feel like even yesterday where all I did was read and then go to a movie, I was like, whoa, that was like not a productive day. But then I'm like, I read 2 books. Like,
Yeah.
like yes,
That
it
was
was.
a hard one though. It took me so long to be able, because like my dad doesn't see reading as productive, and it took me to I used to feel like I feel like I'm wasting my time reading fanfic, and then I was like, you know what? This is something that brings me joy. It's not a waste of time.
It's definitely not a waste of time. I was just more like, I didn't train my dogs yesterday. I didn't hike with my dog. Like I didn't do anything with my dogs, but like they're fine. They're whatever.
They will be okay.
Yeah. Cassie was very glad to go to the movie last night when it was over, and she was like still napping. We were like, good job, Cassie, good settling. And she just rolled over and was like, okay, so belly rub then? Like,
oh my god.
She had a great day.
Okay, I have to tell you about this dog. So that I saw at the park. Like I think it was like a Bernese Mountain Dog mix.
Oh, I love them. I don't ever want one, but they're cute.
Yeah. It was definitely I didn't get a good look at the dog because he was and you'll understand why in a minute, but he was like the black and brown with a little bit of tan.
Yeah.
And so there's this couple selling the little teardrop trailers, and this dog is on his back, legs up, because they got customers. Like as I walk up, somebody's scratching his belly, and then the guy walks away, and this dog lays there for a minute, figures out that this person's not coming back, gets up, walks around to where they are, and flops back down on his back and just lays there waiting for someone to notice.
They're adorable potatoes.
He was there for
really
5
bad
minutes.
heart problems.
Yeah, and bone cancer out the ass.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, he was there for like 5 minutes. It was hilarious. Because I walked around. I was ahead of time, so I walked around the parking lot.
I train with one called Bobby, and Bobby's so drivey and fun. She's such a nice dog. But when we're doing group downstays in obedience, like you'll see her, she gets like a look in her eyes, just like her tail will start wagging, and her owner will be like, Bobby, no, because she'll just get up and start bouncing. And like the stays for her are the hardest part, which is funny because usually the giants are like fine with the stays because they're like, whatever, I'll just lay here.
Mhm.
But she's just like, I'm gonna go play with somebody.
She's still a baby though, isn't she?
She's Cassie's age. She's just full of life. She's such a sweet dog.
Man, Schmidt during those downstays is like shaking. He's so ready to go.
I feel like it's the one area where I never have to actually work on it super hard with my dogs because I beat it into not really. That's an expression. I don't actually. I work. It's so hard as puppies. Like I spend so much time with stepping on their leash, so they have no choice but to be in a downstay.
Mm-hmm.
So they learn to be calm in the house. That when I'm like, okay, do it in this ring with like 5 other dogs, they're like, yeah, okay.
Oh no, I mean he's actually fantastic at it because he's so food motivated.
Yeah.
That everybody will tell we do the recall stay, where they stay and then you walk to the other side of the ring and recall. Yeah. And we will all do it at the exact same time, and he's the only dog that will not break. Everyone else, at least, they'll still come to the owner, but they
Is that a hard skill for people?
He kind of they'll look. No, Schmidt is like bang.
Yeah. Okay. So where Cassie struggles with that is where in another ring, somebody's throwing dumbbells, where she'll start like, and then she'll end up, instead of coming into front, sitting crooked facing where the dumbbell is. But like, is it hard to teach a stay recall? Like,
It wasn't for him.
yeah, I know. I was like, for you and me, that's not, because we did that with our dogs a bunch together. Like,
He had so much fun doing it.
Are people struggling with that?
Okay. I lost where I was. There we go. This is the Letters to Van Gogh, Penguin's classic compilation of all of Vincent's letters to his brother throughout his lifetime. That's cool.
That feels like intimate. Like,
yeah.
Like really intimate. Yeah.
I made waffles. I mean Eggo, made them and I put them in a toaster. Listen, why tell your secrets?
That's more focus than I've made today.
I would have killed for an Eggo waffle as a child. Couldn't eat them, but I really wanted to.
Oh, I lived on those things. Yes. Ari just came in here and said it's snowing outside, and now I'm scared to look.
Yeah, that's so scary.
Ooh, it's not.
It's just raining here today, which I'm kind of sad that I let yesterday go because it was nice and sunny, and I was like, oh, it's fine. I'll just train tomorrow. We've got to work on our spins. And then I was like, not gonna be able to do that.
Yeah.
I was like, cool, I guess we will work on spins in the office.
Spins are so much fun.
They are. He has a problem with his left turns because he sits down. Because you have, like, when you do a left turn in place, they basically have to back up.
Yeah, you have to almost step into them so that they're,
And so he just, like, sits and bounces around.
Yeah, he'll eventually figure out that that's not the easiest way of doing it.
Yeah, no, he's still in the work hard, not smart.
Yeah. They do, though. The drivey dogs do, because they're just like, wow, I'll do anything. This is so great. And eventually, like, you could save so much energy by just bringing it down to here.
That's so
snowing here as well. I'm ready for spring. Yeah. Me too. I think we're in fake spring right now.
We're still in winter. It's just dead ass winter here.
This
Oh, mommy, we're gonna entertain the people.
is just the Schmidt and Doyle show.
Hey, I'm here for it.
Sorry, I was too busy paying attention to the dogs. What did you say?
Exactly. In Michigan, it's snowing here too. I swear my kids haven't had school on a Friday in a month. Oh my goodness.
It's always Fridays.
It always
right?
is.
Yeah. I live not far from Michigan, so yeah, we get hit.
And you're like, I would like to do things on Saturday mornings.
It'd be nice, yeah. Leaving the driveway, yeah. It'd be pretty cool.
Snow for me is nice for Christmas and Easter. Yeah, no. See, like after January 1st, I want it to just be spring. Doyle, no, absolutely not.
Oh my God, Cassie. Cassie was like, oh, look, Porto came running.
Actually, like in a different country.
The squeak that sailed 1,000 ships.
Cassie, that squeak is thousands of miles
Where
away.
are you from?
Hi, Florida.
Oh my God.
Where is it, Cal?
We're supposed to get almost 2 feet of snow tomorrow through Wednesday, and I'm not here for it. Ew. No, thank you. Yeah, I think like this storm that's happening now, we're like right on the verge of freezing. So it's like one day it's supposed to be rain, but then the next day it's supposed to be snow.
Mm-hmm. Well, at least you're getting the rain first and then the snow rather than the other way around.
So yes and no, except that our ground is already frozen, so we're still gonna have a ton of flooding.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah. All right. Well, that is the end of the comments. So shall we? Sprinting. I'm sorry I hyped you down.
I love this side of the screen and just the dog show that is happening.
Brianna and I never run out of things to talk about.
I love it.
It's so funny.
All right. So what are you going to be reading after this, Cal, since you finished yours?
Oh, just the next one.
Oh,
Buffy 4.
It is. It is indeed the dog's friends.
Yeah.
I think I'll probably feed the dogs in this sprint. Maybe they'll calm down.
I should feed myself. My lovely partner fed my dogs, so I should feed myself.
Well, I was thinking, I was like, okay, well, it's still early. I don't need to feed them yet because it becomes chaos when I feed
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
them. Cal knows.
Yeah, but like Also, try not feeding Briar right away in the morning. It's woo-woo!
So that will happen because it's during the week. It's Derek that feeds the dogs, and so once Derek gets up, then they're crazy.
Then they know, yeah.
But they usually will ignore me getting up because that doesn't mean anything. For
You're not the food lady. That is the food lady.
All right.
The lunch lady is not conscious yet.
The lunch lady is not. It's the chaos.
That's not even half of their dogs.
Yeah,
This is
the two of us. There's 8,
and you see 3 of them.
soon to be 9. So
soon to be 9.
Yeah, Cassie's having her puppy in the fall.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah,
that's true.
Hopefully, if everything goes well.
Somehow, for the past 4 years, we've always decided to get a dog around Derek's birthday.
Mm-hmm.
And so I asked Derek the other day because his birthday's at the end of the month. I was like, "So what do you want for your birthday?" And I said, "And no, we're not getting another dog."
Listen,
What if we said a standard poodle?
I cannot do 6 dogs.
Fair.
The next dog will be a female poodle, but not now.
Yes.
You need a bigger house for that, probably.
Well, if she keeps getting smaller dogs, then it's okay.
Yeah.
Because it's like, how many Doyles can you have? Not as many as Schmidts.
Yeah.
All right. Let's do 45 minutes and I will see you back here in a bit. Hello. Welcome back.
Hello.
How did we do?
Got to 60%.
Wow, nice. You're
So,
going to knock this whole thing out today.
I did not get very far, I don't think.
I ended up editing because I needed to do that.
Nice.
I would feel better about reading once I have this done.
Mm-hmm.
So I have 13 minutes edited and maybe 3 more clips to do.
I got 5 whole pages read in 15 minutes, but in my defense, my father distracted me.
That's fair.
A pretty massive question. So I'm standing there, minding my own business. My dad's sitting there reading something on his iPad. He goes, I think if we're going to get chickens, we should let Margaret get a dog.
I mean,
that got your attention.
That got your attention. That is important.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
So now you're getting a dog.
This was the parent that I thought I was going to have to, it was going to be the hardest to convince.
Mm-hmm.
It'll depend on, yes. But I also want to get some work stuff squared away first, too.
That's
if I'm getting a puppy, I don't want to put that on them.
That's fair.
Yeah. So.
You could just yeah.
But at least moving out is no longer a requirement.
There you go. Rye is back home.
Yay,
hello, Rye. Got a lovely nap in. We love that.
Nice.
Still need some more coffee. Also got chapter 30 and have about 100 pages left. Fantastic.
Nice.
I feel like we're all running on naps and coffee today.
That's true. That's definitely happening today. Hello, Emma. Welcome. Ate breakfast, finished my podcast. Nice. 27% into the fastest way to fall. Liking it so far. That's good. Got 160 pages into Grot. Fantasy romance. Okay. Dad can't drop a bombshell like that in the middle of sprints.
Right?
Also, Cal had to run to dog training. So
yeah,
that's why he's not here anymore.
I will probably bounce for a hot minute in the next one just because I do need to run to Joanne's.
That's fair.
So I should be able to make it there and back again in time. But
I was actually going to say, I'm going to probably do a long sprint and it'll be our last sprint.
That would be perfect for me too, because my accountant's coming in 30 minutes just to have me sign the paperwork to submit my taxes. So that would be fantastic.
And we're going to do an hour, 59-minute sprint because that's how long the timer
allows.
The timer allows. Only because I also have to go run an errand really fast. I realized that we are out of something that I need this morning. So I need to go run to the store really fast.
Mm-hmm.
And it'll end up timing well because if we just do that long sprint, then we'll
that'll have us ending at 1, right?
Yeah, it'll give us a little bit of and then if we do a chatty bit for 15 minutes, it gives us a good hour and a half of not sprinting.
That will give me time to get my food finished, and I can run the errand afterwards before my
that works as well.
Because mine don't go till 3.
Okay.
Yeah, because I was actually wondering when your sprints were. I was like, I don't know when. I have no idea when Margaret's
I feel
sprints
like
are.
you have sprints going all day, so having a little bit of a break on
absolutely
is a
because it's me, and then it's going to jump probably right into Cal at 7 or 7:30.
Right.
Because I could have scrolled back through the chat to find out that information, but that would have been a lot of scrolling. And I was like, I'll just ask when we get back.
It's
I
kind of a casual
on my phone if I don't have to.
I'm not scrolling all the way back through that.
Right. Listen to a bit of a rom-com audio and then read 2 more chapters more in the crime. Nice. I like that you're bouncing back and forth between 2 very different moods.
Sometimes it's nice though to have 2 very different books on the go.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of people will do that so they don't get confused. I know someone in Sprints mentioned that last week.
Yeah, I used to do that where I would do just very different different genres. I'm I can't work. I can't speak today. It's fine.
We're so tired.
I've already had a whole coffee. I need a second one.
I'm about to make a third. So I said that could be part of the sprints is a coffee counts for the day.
There you go.
I'm on my second tea.
caffeine counts.
Yes. Just in the corner as part of the headline.
Right.
Yeah.
No, I used to do like an audio in one genre and a romance in another genre, but that I think I said that right. Anyway, 2 different genres. And then now I've just been like doing like reading the same book. So I listen to it on audio while I'm at work, and then I'll physically read while I'm on sprints or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I get through more books faster that way.
I've switched to doing that as well, as just like immersion reading when I want to sit and read, and then just walking away with the audio when I need to go do something. And it just, instead of reading like, because there was a time where I'd be like, I'm reading like 6 books at once and my brain is having a moment.
Yeah. The only time I haven't been able to do that is just some of these SPFBO books don't have audiobooks.
Yeah.
So then I have to have a separate audiobook going.
Yeah.
Smart.
Yeah. How are you liking The Poison Heart?
I'm really liking it.
Good.
It's very good. It's going to be like, I think 4 stars, 3.5, 4 stars, but like it's a good time, you know?
Right. Is it Snow White retelling, or is it not?
No, it's Greek mythology, which is where it's slightly losing me a little bit.
Got
just
it.
because
Got
I
it.
don't know enough
Which
to be
what's
like,
the plot? What's the plot of this Poison Heart?
So basically she gets inheritance from her birth mother to go to this house and finds out she has this magical ability to like grow plants, and there's an apothecary element
Interesting.
and a Greek like a connection to Greek mythology.
Huh.
I'd have to read it to figure that from there. I mean, I'm assuming it probably has something to do with Demeter and Persephone, since she can grow plants. Like that.
It's Hecate and Medusa.
Medusa?
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I have her other book, Cinderella's Dead, on my shelves, but I have not read it. And I think it's on my These Books Will Self-Destruct. Or did I already destruct it? No, there it is.
Did I already destroy this book already?
Well, it wasn't on the. I have 2 shelves of like that it could have been on, and I couldn't find it. But yeah.
Oh my god.
That was how it was last year with like my books on like These Books Will Self-Destruct. I think I just unhauled half of them before I was just like, actually, I don't want to read this book.
Yeah, that's fair. The Husband's Secret was on mine, and that's that's being.
So I pulled books to do an unhaul because I want to do like a quarterly unhaul, and there are like 3 books on there that are like were on my self-destruct list, and I'm like, I don't actually ever want to read this book. Actually.
That's funny. All right. Okay.
Neva's back eating lunch, planning next week. Nice. Also made it 60% in my book, so thank God. This vlog feels like it's taking forever. I feel that. That's a mood. All right. Well, shall we go into our long sprint?
Sure.
Cool. All right. Well, then I will see you in 59 minutes.
See you.
Sarah, welcome back.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi, Schmidt. I'm sorry. You do not get people food today because you're sick. He's mad that everyone else is getting breakfast. Sausage.
That's fair.
Helps if I unmute the site.
I ran my errand, and I think I read like a chapter and a half while I was out.
Nice.
And then I've just been editing since I got back, and I'm at 17 minutes edited.
So close.
Yes. I have this clip and then then my just outro.
Mm-hmm. That's nice.
And then I can upload it, and it's supposed to be today's video, so we'll try to get it up this afternoon.
Don't you just love when that happens?
I just I haven't wanted to. I have like 3 videos that are filmed, but I just need to sit down and edit them, and I don't want to do it.
That was Friday for me. I spent all day Friday filming. I bulk filmed 4 videos because my son was not here, and I was like, the house is quiet. This is perfect time.
Do it, yeah.
But now I'm like, oh no, I have to edit all.
Well, because I've kind of I'm just not in the mood to watch sit down videos, so that means I'm not in the mood to film them.
Mm-hmm.
So I've just been doing vlogs, and I don't keep up with those like I should, and edit as I go.
Yeah.
Like my wrap up, I did 2/3 of that in one night, and it was an hour-long video.
I mean, I do.
Did you see me? Just the thought of that was my eyes gonna start twitching.
I was in my hotel on sprints with Cassidy, I think, and I was just I'm just gonna knock this out.
Nice.
How'd you guys do?
I got 47 pages read.
Nice.
47, nice. What are you reading again? The princess one?
Yeah, The Princess Will Save You is my audiobook currently.
Perfect. I got to 74%, but Libby was having a moment. So I was washing the dishes while listening. And then all of a sudden, this friendship really progressed very quickly. And I'm like, am I that tired that I'm this confused? What has happened? Libby jumped forward 4 chapters. And I was like, well, that's why I'm so confused.
That happened. That happened to me the other day because, hold on.
I was like, that's so rude.
When my washing machine goes through its spin cycle, it sounds like a freaking airplane.
Apparently, there goes my internet.
No, you're good.
Apparently, my dad and I are getting iPads tomorrow.
Ooh, fun.
Ooh.
Yep, he found some on sale.
Ooh, nice.
That's exciting.
I very rarely use my iPad anymore, so I'm like, oh, I need to charge that.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna need to use it when I start doing for what I'm gonna be doing full time here come the fall.
Right.
So, and they're pretty it's 530 for the one that I want, which is the 256.
Right.
So
they're fun.
Yeah.
But I think since I got my Kindle and since I've been using Canva on my computer, those are the 2 biggest things that I had been using my iPad for.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
See,
mine's also 3 years old too.
Yeah.
Or 4 years old.
I really want to be able to use Canva on my iPad because I think there are some things that I think would be easier for me to do if I can use a stylus, and I can't do that with my computer.
Yeah. The only reason why it works is because I have a trackpad at work that I have to use for when I'm designing going over construction plans. Mm-hmm. And so that's just the easiest way to do it.
Yeah.
I don't like using a normal mouse. I hate using a normal mouse.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I have to do if I want to actually go in when I have to go in and actually edit my when I remove the background. So it's annoying.
Oh yeah. All right, let's see. I put everybody's channels. Well, everyone is linked down below, but then Margaret and Cal I put in the chat.
Yeah.
Because sprints will be after that.
Yes, and I do have when we do I'll grab my link in a minute because I did actually in fact schedule my sprints.
Here, I'm already on your channel page.
Yeah.
I'll just put it in
My
there.
computer was having a moment when I tried to do that this morning. So I was like, okay, we're just going to shut you down and bring you back up.
Right. And then you forgot.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Nope. Just kidding. There you go. All right. Good morning. Woke up super early, looked at Brit's channel, and then went back to bed. A mood.
Fair.
I think I pulled up your sprints when I like woke up, and it was like there were 5 minutes left on the last sprint. I was like, not even gonna join.
Yeah, no.
I'm like, not even gonna say hello in the chat. We're just
We had a really interesting group because like we got the Australians at the very beginning because it was only like 8 to 9 to 10 p.m.
right.
Yeah.
And then we got everybody waking up as they were going to bed. So it was
That's
like
so
a nice
funny.
like passing.
Funny.
Yes. Going to start House of Hunger with my eyeballs. Hope I can stay focused with my coffee. I'm gonna read House of Hunger next month because it's a host favorite for a Realmathon and a hybrid genre.
I need to look at that list.
It's in the Discord.
Yeah.
Did not read. Watching Jenny and Georgia with my sister. It's okay. Sometimes we don't need to read. Read another chapter in my book and listened to an episode of my podcast in Of the Eye of the World. Nice. I would highly recommend if you're going to read the series, read a chapter, listen to the chapter on the podcast because it helps because they give an overview of the chapter as the recap.
Oh, nice.
Nice. I feel like with those
to Kara. Because like I'm planning on taking notes as I am reading this thing.
I am not going to touch that series with a 10-foot pole.
I stupidly put it as one of my buzzwords.
No.
Like a crazy person.
Absolutely not. Couldn't be me.
No, I don't think you would. Based on what you've told me about what you like in fantasy, I don't think it would. No.
I don't think I would. And then like also it's just like such a big series is just so daunting.
Yeah.
And then like the author obviously like changes halfway through. Like
it does, but I've been told that because Brandon Sanderson works so well with him or so closely with him, it is very close. Like he literally sat down and found out what Robert Jordan wanted to do, and he worked really hard at making sure he was trying to do things the way Robert would do them instead of the way he would do them.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I also want to write fantasy, so that means I need to have read some of these things. And this is an older fantasy that is not as old as some of the other things that are options for me.
Right.
So I wanted to read it.
Well, it's done well in terms of like diversity and stuff. Like the way that he writes women and stuff.
Yeah. I was really surprised by the fact that like the love interest has her own plot line and her own storyline that doesn't revolve around the main character.
Right.
So I was really happy with that.
That's nice. All right, so we are going to do one more 30-minute sprint, and then we'll have a little bit of a break, and then we'll hop over to Margaret's channel. Mm-hmm. Here's the link to the actual live sprints if you want to go like set your notification. Yep. So I'll pop this back up, and we will do our last sprint.
Backgrounds. I need to do that.
Canva.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I will see you in a bit. Welcome back.
Welcome. Hello.
I actually just finished my chapter as it was beeping. I was great.
That always is so lovely.
Right? So I made it to page 378.
Right. I just started a new chapter. So give me a second before okay. 289. I read to page. I'm almost done with this book. I've got 20 minutes. I don't know. It's really funny because it's inspired by The Princess Bride, but she did it so well that it's you don't realize all of the pieces that are inspired, because there are obviously callbacks, but there's I was like, oh my god, I can't believe I didn't figure this out at the beginning of this book. That was silly of me. You're waiting for things to happen. You're like, oh, they've already happened.
Right.
So it's a really well done retelling.
Nice.
Very hard to telegraph what's going on. Although now it is. How
did you do, Brittany?
I almost didn't read anything. I was just kind of scrolling on my phone. So
that's fair.
That was a scrolling on my phone.
Relatable.
Yeah.
Relatable.
Awesome. Well, we will have sprints on Margaret's channel in an hour or so.
Hour 15 or so.
Yeah, about
something
that.
like that.
Mm-hmm. At 3 o'clock.
There you
go. So that'll give me enough time to prep for what I actually need to do today, which is film.
There you go. I need to film too.
I need to film my wrap up, and I need to film my HarperCollins video. So
I am trying to. I don't know that I'll actually get this one filmed today because there's so much work, research for it. But I'm trying to do a recommendations video for Realmathon, based on how many points you can get for Enya.
Ooh, that's fun.
I took the tracker that I built for everybody. I made a copy of it, and I'm doing I'm basically saying okay, here's the book, here's how many pages it is, and then how many or which prompts it matches for defend and attack. So it's just a lot to do before.
Yeah.
All right, we'll definitely finish my book in the next.
You have a bunch of videos that are already ready to go.
Huh?
So I said, sounds like you had a bunch of videos, some vlogs that are already ready.
I have some vlogs that I need to maybe film. I need to film an outro for.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So we'll see. This one, it was scheduled to be a Thursday video, but it might just be next week. Because there's so much hype for Realmathon right now, that video would do well.
Yes, it would. But also it'll do well going in towards the last minute as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
As long as you get it posted before April, you'll be fine.
Yeah. But it's people are already building TBRs, and I was like, well, I should get this video out.
Yeah, I filmed mine on Friday, my Realmathon priorities rom-com, but it's not going up for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I'm doing another video where I'll do my fantasy TBR, but this one is books I've already read, and here are the points that you can get for it.
That's a good idea.
Nice.
Watching Jenny and Georgia. Nice.
Love that.
Listen, sometimes you need an afternoon off. Read 14 pages, ordered some groceries for pickup later. I need to do that. Thank you so much. Going to finish Eye of the World today. Yeah.
Nice.
Hey, that's so big.
And watching the Last of Us episode tonight. I'm really behind on that. I've only watched the first 2 episodes.
I'm excited to watch everyone's reactions and see all the gifts because the actress that is playing Ellie's mom is also in D&D because she was Ellie's voice in the video game. So they brought her in as a cameo. So I'm really excited to see people react to that because I follow a bunch of critters for Critical Role. So
in Last of Us? She's in Last of Us?
Yeah, she's in The Last of Us. So I haven't watched The Last of Us yet. I want to at some point.
It's pretty good, but it's the episodes are an hour and a half long. So it's you have to commit.
Yeah.
We basically only watch an episode at a time.
Well, that's a movie. Well, what movies used to be. Now movies are 2.5 hours long, but
it really is. I'm at 78%. Should finish sprints later in the day. And
yeah, I want to play the game at some point potentially.
Yeah.
So it's really funny because somebody gave me a mild spoiler for the Last of Us because I had a character that got bit by a zombie and did not die. Like the body fought off the infection. And I'm like, well, here's the thing. If you think about the human immune system and this is a zombie virus,
Yeah.
No virus is 100% effective.
That's true.
It's true.
Like you'll see it take out a third, 2/3 of the population.
Mm-hmm.
But the
It's
human
not
immune
100%,
system is a variable.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I
That's
appreciate this, Allison. I hope this video will be helpful. Need to read Skyward. Started it last year. Loved it. Never got to finishing it. Yeah. I started this like 2 years ago, something like that. Like right after I got it. And then now it's about to be unhauled if I don't read it. And I'm loving it. So
There you go.
weird.
You
However,
answered that one, you finish the rest of the books to see if you want to buy those.
right, exactly.
Because it's Sanderson, so you should be
The
able
funny
to get that
thing
in your
is that
library.
all of the books for the first episode of that unhaul video were fantastic books, and that's what this one is. It's like a rollover from that. But the ones from this month, I'm gonna unhaul both of them. And honestly, I'm not even gonna start Graceling. I don't want to read it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Like, it's fine. It's first off, it's the old cover anyways. So
Yeah.
Right.
I will want to unhaul it anyway if I did like the series because the newer books don't have
covers
the
are prettier.
Mm-hmm.
So it's fine.
Yeah, you can always get the new covers and read it down the road if you so choose.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think they're on Hoopla too. So like
I believe they're on a couple of different library apps.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm like, it's fine. I'm gonna unhaul it. I paid $1 for it anyways. It was a thrift store find.
There you go.
Planning on reading Neon Gods as well as Monstrous series in April. I think I'm going to read Monstrous during Peace Talks because I feel like those will be super quick.
Yeah,
That's a good idea.
I don't know that Neon Gods is fantasy though.
it's listed as fantasy on the website.
Wouldn't it be fantasy romance? I think you could pull that as a hybrid.
I don't think it's a full 60-40 split.
Oh, that could be.
Which is kind of what the rule is. Like, really, the only fantastical element in Neon Gods is that, like, there's this mist that divides Olympus from the underworld. And, like, the people from Olympus cannot get into the underworld. That is the only fantastical element in the entire thing. So, personally, I wouldn't call it a hybrid. However, the kind of rule for Realmathon, which like I'm not a host, so can't really I'm isn't official, but like what Cassidy has said is basically like if you would be okay with someone from another team also doing that, then count it.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. Like
I'm just primarily unless
dick.
I highly disagree with the Goodreads, I'm gonna go with whatever Goodreads says.
That's fair. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, if Goodreads is calling it fantasy, sure.
I'm always like, if you can make your point as to why you believe it is this way,
yeah.
And I'm like, great.
Sure. But like the people in there do not have powers. They're not actually gods. They're
okay.
They're like political.
They're just like regular humans, but living with this.
Like the spot of Zeus is a political position. Like it's basically a president or a king.
Oh, okay.
That's almost like the evolution of the Greek myths is like I kind of like that concept that like Zeus is something that you elect versus
they don't elect it. It's basically like inherited.
Yeah.
There are certain like Ares is like chosen based on like a Hunger Games type competition.
Well, that makes sense.
That
Yeah.
feels very fantasy-like to me, though.
I mean, yeah.
Like, it's not heavy hardcore. It's definitely low fantasy.
Yeah, I just like, I don't see the
I guess it's just if you think mythology is fantasy.
Well,
that's kind of a...
Low fantasy is basically fantasy without magic. So if you're on a separate planet, I don't know, I would have to read it to be able to get to.
Like, I'm sure that you could make the argument for it.
Yeah.
Personally, I'm not going to count it as a hybrid.
I understand that.
Does that make sense?
Are you reading it in April?
I still need to read the newest one.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know that I will get to it then.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's going to be it.
Nice.
That's fair.
We got reading done.
But there's magic in this, isn't there?
There are actually Xena and Hercules actually had the gods involved.
Yeah. I think that's the thing, is that they are like normal people that are like having this athletic competition where they like spar. That's the Hunger Games type thing where like they kill each other to become Ares.
Right.
They don't have to dress up in really cool outfits.
Like she does have like this gold like athletic suit thing that she wears in it.
I don't know about that.
No, I don't know. Anyway, I don't know how to end sprints, so we'll probably see you like in an hour.
We will.
Okay.
In a little bit.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Okay, bye.